Hi basketball fans, welcome back to the channel. If you love basketball women, I got you now, because what's happening at LSU is no longer just basketball, it's tension, pressure, expectation, and a message that couldn't be clearer. Kim Mulkey has drawn a line and the entire SEC is watching. Before we break this all the way down, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you want real women's basketball stories that don't sugarcoat the truth, and comment below, do you think this is championship leadership or the start of real trouble? Because by the end of this story you're going to see why LSU has reached a turning point. The outrage didn't start in the locker room, it started on the screen when the net rankings dropped and LSU fans did a double take. A program with national title expectations staring at numbers that didn't match the talent on the roster, the resumes, the star power, the belief, and almost instantly frustration spilled over, not just from fans but from analysts, from insiders, and from the noise that surrounds LSU every single season. Because when you wear that jersey, the standard is not good, it's dominant, and the rankings suggested something uncomfortable, that LSU wasn't imposing itself the way a contender should. And that's when Kim Mulkey stepped in, because Mulkey doesn't hide from pressure, she uses it. She's built her career on confronting issues head on, and when the net rankings sparked outrage, her response wasn't a press release, it wasn't excuses, it was a message, and it was sent directly to her stars. This was about accountability, this was about effort, consistency, defense, discipline, and understanding that reputation doesn't win games, execution does. Behind closed doors, sources close to the program made it clear this wasn't about one player or one bad night, it was about habits. LSU has talent everywhere, the kind of talent most programs dream of, but talent without cohesion doesn't scare elite teams, and Mulkey knows that better than anyone. She's coached champions, she's coached stars, she's coached locker rooms that fractured and locker rooms that unified, and she knows exactly when to apply pressure. What made this moment different was timing. This wasn't early season experimentation, this wasn't a midweek adjustment, this came as the calendar tightened, when rankings start to matter, when seeding conversations begin, and when every possession starts to carry weight. The net rankings didn't just reflect wins and losses, they reflected efficiency, discipline, and consistency, and LSU didn't like what the mirror showed. The message Mulkey sent was simple but heavy: stars don't get special treatment, effort is non-negotiable, defense travels, and if you're not locked in, someone else will be. This wasn't a threat, it was a reminder, because Mulkey has never coached based on names on the back of the jersey, she coaches standards, and the moment those standards slip, she responds. That response rippled through the program, players felt it, rotations felt it, practices felt it, and suddenly the conversation shifted from rankings to responsibility, because LSU doesn't lack ability, what they've been battling is focus, and focus is what separates contenders from champions. Around the SEC, opponents took notice, because LSU is most dangerous when its back is against the wall, when criticism gets loud, when Mulkey's intensity sharpens, because historically those are the moments her teams respond, not retreat, and that's what makes this moment so fascinating. Is this the spark that pulls LSU together, or the crack that reveals deeper issues? Inside the locker room, there's no hiding from this level of scrutiny. Veterans know what it means. Younger players learn quickly that playing at LSU isn't just about scoring, it's about embracing pressure, handling criticism, and responding with effort and execution, and the net rankings forced that conversation in a way no opponent could. Mulkey's coaching style has always been polarizing, but it's also been effective. She demands toughness, mental and physical, and she believes discomfort creates growth, and this situation is the definition of discomfort. Rankings questioning identity, fans questioning direction, and national eyes watching every move. Now every game becomes a statement, every defensive possession becomes a test, every substitution sends a signal, because Mulkey has made it clear playing time is earned, not assumed, and that message cuts deeper when it comes at a moment when everyone expected LSU to cruise. What happens next will define this season. Does LSU respond with urgency? Do stars elevate their impact beyond scoring? Do defensive habits improve? Do late game lapses disappear? Because the margin for error in the SEC is razor thin, and rankings don't lie for long. The outrage may have started with numbers, but the real story is culture. This is about whether LSU can align talent with purpose, pressure with poise, and expectations with execution, because championships are won when teams respond to adversity, not when everything goes according to plan. So as the season moves forward, watch the body language, watch the rotations, watch the defense, because Kim Mulkey has spoken, and when she sends a message, it's never empty, it's a challenge, and LSU now has a choice: respond and rise, or let the noise grow louder. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like the video, subscribe for more real women's basketball storytelling, and comment below, do you think Kim Mulkey's message will fuel LSU or expose deeper issues? Because one thing is certain, the tension is real, the pressure is on, and how LSU responds will decide everything. And now the spotlight is brighter than ever, because the message has been sent, the excuses are gone, and the response is coming one way or another. Kim Mulkey didn't speak to be heard, she spoke to be answered, and from this point forward, every possession, every substitution, every result will tell the story. LSU has the talent, the resources, and the expectations, but pressure reveals truth, and the SEC is watching closely if this moment becomes the spark that hardens LSU into a contender, or the fracture that exposes unresolved issues. So if you're still watching, make sure you like the video, subscribe for real women's basketball stories that don't flinch, and comment below, does this feel like the turning point for LSU or the beginning of something deeper? Because the season won't wait, the rankings won't forgive, and how LSU responds from here will define everything.